Here are the top 5 passive income streams to make your money work for you. Coming from someone who's worked in finance for over 7 years, I'll also introduce real people who've made these strategies work.
REITs, or real estate investment trusts, allow you to invest in real estate without actually buying a property. These companies own, manage, or finance real estate that generates income, like shopping malls, office buildings, and apartments. Here's how it works. You buy shares of a REIT, just like a stock, and in return, you get a portion of the rental income the company earns. And since REITs are legally required to pay out at least 90% of their profits as dividends, investors receive regular cash flow. That means you can earn passive income without the stress of managing tenants, repairs, or mortgage payments.
Man, I'd love to invest in real estate, but houses are way too expensive right now. I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars just lying around.
That's a common myth, Chris. You don't necessarily need to buy a house outright to get into real estate. There are smarter ways to invest without breaking the bank.
Wait, what? How does that even work?
The concept is straightforward. Invest in a REIT company and watch as your dividends accumulate from the rental income they generate. It's akin to owning properties, but blissfully free from all the usual hassles.
That sounds interesting, but buying a property still sounds risky. What if I don't have enough savings?
Then start with real estate investment trusts, REITs. They let you invest in real estate like stocks. No need to buy properties, deal with tenants, or worry about maintenance. You just invest and collect dividends. It's a great way to get your feet wet. Brace yourselves and hold on to your hats, folks. Imagine diving into the wild world of real estate without even a hint of the usual headaches. Here's the golden ticket. You grab shares of a REIT company and bam! You're rolling in luscious dividends from the rent they collect. It's like having your name on swanky properties without the crushing burden of managing them.
Let's wait. You mean I can make rental income without all the headaches of tenants and repairs? Count me in. Picture this. No more frantic late-night calls about leaky faucets or busted heaters. Just smooth sailing as you watch your bank account grow, all while enjoying your morning cup of coffee. Talk about a dream come true. With property management services taking care of the nitty-gritty, you'll have loads of free time to dive into new hobbies or spend more moments with your loved ones. It's truly a win-win for anyone wanting to invest wisely without all the usual drama. Dude, I am in...
As you can see, real estate isn't just for the wealthy. With the right strategy, anyone can start building passive income through it. Whether it's house hacking, REITs, rental properties, or Airbnb hosting, there's a solution for every budget. The key is to start small and scale up over time.
Let's dive into the next passive income strategy. Imagine owning a business that runs itself, generating steady cash flow while you focus on growth. That's the power of buying a small business. But how do you find the right business? And what should you look out for? Let's break it down with a real-life conversation. On a quiet afternoon, Chris and Alex meet at their favorite coffee shop, the aroma of freshly brewed espresso filling the air. Chris, eager to explore new financial opportunities, leans in with curiosity. Alex, an experienced entrepreneur, sips his coffee, ready to share insights from his journey.
Alex, everyone keeps saying that diving into the world of small business ownership is the ultimate goldmine for building wealth. But isn't that like playing with fire? What if it turns into a spectacular disaster? What if everything crumbles?
That's a legitimate concern, Chris. However, consider this. Initiating a business from the ground up entails greater risk. Conversely, acquiring an established enterprise provides several advantages, including a proven track record, consistent revenue streams, a loyal customer base, and pre-existing operational frameworks.
All right, I understand. But where do I begin my search for a small business to purchase? I'm not sure how to get started.
Are you ready to uncover a hidden treasure trove of business opportunities? Look no further. There are countless ways to dive into this exciting world. Explore renowned websites like BizBuySell or Flippa, where untapped potential awaits. But that's not all. Connect with local business brokers, or take the bold step to approach small business owners directly. Imagine, many seasoned entrepreneurs longing to retire, simply don't know how to hand over the reins. This is your golden chance to swoop in and make their dreams a reality, while securing your own path to success.
But what if I buy a business and realize later that it's a bad deal?
Due diligence is key. Check financial statements, cash flow, and employee retention. Seek businesses with strong demand and weak marketing, they're gold mines. Improve them and grow the profits.
That actually sounds smart. So, I find a business, check its numbers, and if everything looks good, I just buy it?
You're almost there. But hang on a sec, don't forget about the transition game plan. If the old boss was handling everything, you'll need to step up and either find a superstar to take over or become the new guru yourself. With a seamless transition, we keep our customers smiling and the cash flowing steady. Exciting times ahead.
I had never considered it from that perspective. Acquiring an established business appears significantly more straightforward than initiating one from scratch.
Certainly. In addition, with proficient negotiation skills, one could utilize seller financing, enabling a gradual reimbursement of the former proprietor through the revenue generated by the business. This strategy obviates the requirement for a considerable upfront investment.
Hold on, are you saying I can actually snag a business with barely a penny out of my pocket? Wait, what? This is mind-blowing.
Indeed, a substantial number of vendors favor consistent, periodic payments as opposed to a one-time lump sum. Additionally, you might consider exploring SBA loans or forming strategic investor alliances.
Buying a small business is one of the fastest ways to create passive income. Unlike startups, you skip the struggle of building from scratch and focus on growing something that already works. The key is research, smart negotiation, and a solid transition plan. Are you ready to explore business ownership? Start by looking at businesses for sale today. Imagine making money while your car earns for you. Taking travelers on scenic journeys while you relax. Renting out a car for tours is one of the easiest ways to create passive income, especially if you live in a tourist hotspot. But how do you get started, and what should you look out for? Let's break it down with a real-life conversation. On a breezy evening, Ryan and Mark find themselves walking through a quiet city park. The distant hum of traffic blends with the rustling leaves, creating a calm atmosphere. Ryan, a young professional feeling stuck in his career, looks over at Mark, his old college friend who seems to have figured things out.
Man, I've been thinking about ways to make some extra cash without taking on another job. I just heard about people renting out their cars for tours. Is that really profitable?
Oh, absolutely. Think about it. Travelers, road trippers, even business visitors need cars all the time. If you position yourself well, your car can be out making money instead of just sitting in your driveway.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about wear and tear? Won't my car get used up faster?
Not quite. You list your car on a rental platform like Turo, Getaround, or a local car-sharing service. These platforms connect you with verified travelers, handle bookings, payments, and even provide insurance.
So I don't have to worry about accidents or theft?
Exactly. These platforms offer insurance coverage for damages. Of course, you should still check the details, but overall it's pretty secure. Plus, you can set rules, like no smoking, mileage limits, and security deposits.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about wear and tear? Won't my car get used up faster?
That's a fair concern, but the key is to choose the right kind of car. Fuel-efficient, reliable models with low maintenance costs work best. Plus, the income you generate can cover maintenance expenses and still leave you with solid profit.
Makes sense. So do I just list my car and wait for bookings?
Not exactly. You need to optimize your listing. Great photos, a compelling description, and competitive pricing. Also, responding quickly to inquiries and offering a good customer experience gets you better reviews, which means more bookings.
All right, this sounds like something worth trying. Maybe I should list my car and see how it goes.
Exactly. And the best part? It's passive income. Once you set it up, you can just manage bookings while your cars make money for you.
Career growth isn't just about working harder. It's about working smarter. Whether it's switching fields, starting a side hustle, or investing in new skills, the right move can change everything. Just like Ryan and Mark, the key is taking that first step. So what's your next move? Now let's talk about one of the best things you would like for a passive income. And you can do it by sitting at your home, enjoying your food and the environment of your house.
Imagine getting paid just for owning a piece of company. That's exactly how dividend stocks work. Big, stable companies share a portion of their profits with investors, kind of like a reward for holding onto their stocks. It's a simple way to earn money without constantly buying and selling. Some stocks pay you just for holding them. These are called dividend stocks, and they can generate a steady passive income over time. The best part? You don't have to actively trade or manage them every day.
Hold on a minute. Are you implying that there exist equities which compensate you simply for holding them in your portfolio?
Absolutely. They're known as dividend stocks. It's like getting a special bonus simply for being an investor, as companies distribute a portion of their profits to shareholders in the form of dividends. Isn't that fantastic?
That sounds too good to be true. How often do they pay?
Most companies pay dividends every 3 months, but some pay monthly or yearly. And if you use those dividends to buy more shares, your earnings keep growing over time.
So, instead of letting my money sit in a bank with low interest, I could invest in strong companies and actually make passive income?
Exactly. Companies like Apple, Coca-Cola, or Johnson & Johnson have been paying dividends for years. The key is choosing companies that are financially strong and consistent.
So I could be making money while sitting here drinking coffee? That's my kind of investing.
Pretty much. The sooner you start, the more your money grows. Think of it like planting a tree. The longer it grows, the more fruit it gives.
Now let's talk about an important source of massive income that is one of the most common and one of the most trickiest part of income, but if you understand it, it's easy for you. Imagine putting your money in a bank and watching it grow over time without doing anything. That's exactly what a high-yield savings account does. But how does it work, and why is it better than a regular savings account? Let's break it down with a real-life conversation. In the heart of the city, where the skyline glows under the evening lights, two friends, Liam and Sophia, meet at a rooftop lounge. The air is filled with the hum of conversations and the distant sound of city life. As they sip their coffee, Liam, always on the lookout for smart financial moves, leans forward with curiosity. Sophia, a finance-savvy professional, smiles, ready to share insights on one of the safest and easiest ways to grow money, high-yield savings accounts.
Hey Sophia, guess what? I've been saving pennies and saving diligently, but my regular savings account is as exciting as watching paint dry. Seriously, it's getting me nowhere. Is there an amazing, mind-blowing way to supercharge my savings?
Absolutely. It is advisable to consider a high-yield savings account, which functions similarly to a traditional savings account, but offers a significantly higher annual percentage yield, APY. This elevated interest rate ensures that your capital accrues at an accelerated pace, thereby optimizing your financial growth.
Wow, that sounds amazing. But, just out of curiosity, how much extra are we talking about here?
To draw a comparison, consider that a standard savings account typically offers an interest rate of approximately 0.01%. Consequently, if you were to deposit $10,000 into such an account, your return after 1 year would amount to a mere $1.
Indeed, the disparity is remarkably significant. However, it raises pertinent questions about its safety. I am unequivocally unwilling to jeopardize my entire savings.
Totally safe. Most high-yield savings accounts are offered by FDIC-insured banks, which means your money is protected up to $250,000. There's no market risk, just steady growth.
It's an absolute game changer. So, what's the secret to snagging one of these incredible deals?
It's easy. Just check online for banks offering the best interest rates. Some of the best options are online banks since they have lower costs and pass the savings to customers with higher rates.
All right, I'm switching today. No more letting my money sit and do nothing.
A high-yield savings account is one of the safest and easiest ways to grow your money without risk. It's perfect for your emergency fund or any savings goal. Don't let your money sleep. Let it work for you. Real estate has been a proven way to build wealth for centuries. But what if you don't have millions to buy properties? That's where real estate investment trusts, or REITs, come in. These are companies that own and operate income-generating real estate, and you can invest in them just like stocks.
I used to think getting into real estate meant buying properties, dealing with tenants, and handling maintenance headaches. But then I discovered REITs. Instead of managing a property myself, I invest in companies that do it for me. These companies own apartments, office buildings, and even shopping malls. They collect rent and pay out a portion of their earnings to investors like me. The best part? I can start with just a few $100. And because they trade like stocks, I can buy and sell whenever I want. It's real estate investing without the hassle. Honestly, it's one of the easiest ways to get exposure to property ownership while still keeping my investments liquid.
Starting a business from scratch is tough. But what if you could buy a business that's already making money? That's the power of acquiring a small business. It's like skipping the startup phase and stepping into ownership immediately.
I've always wanted to own a business, but starting from zero. That's risky and exhausting. So instead, I looked at small businesses for sale. There are websites where you can find businesses that already have customers, revenue, and a proven model. When I bought my first one, a small local coffee shop, it was already making money. I focused on improving marketing and operations, and in 6 months, I increased profits by 30%. The key is to find a business that fits your skills, do proper research, and negotiate the right deal. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, just take something good and make it great.
Most people think of their car as an expense, but what if your car could actually make you money? That's what Turo allows you to do. Rent out your car to others and turn it into an income stream.
I had a second car sitting in my driveway, barely being used. Instead of selling it, I decided to list it on Turo. The first month, I made $800, just from people renting it out for weekend trips. Over time, I learned how to optimize my listings, take better pictures, and offer extras like airport delivery. I even reinvested my earnings into buying another car, and now I have 2 vehicles making money. The key is choosing reliable cars with low maintenance costs and pricing them competitively. It's a great way to turn a liability into an asset.
Dividend stocks are a way to earn money simply by holding shares in a company. These companies share their profits with investors regularly, sometimes every quarter, sometimes even monthly.
I used to think investing in stocks was all about buying low and selling high. But then I learned about dividend stocks, companies that pay you just for holding their shares. I started with strong, stable companies known for paying consistent dividends, like energy and consumer goods companies. Every 3 months, I get a deposit in my account, and I reinvest it to buy more shares. Over time, this compounds, and my passive income keeps growing. It's one of the simplest and most reliable ways to make money in the stock market.
A high-yield savings account is the easiest way to grow your money without taking risks. These accounts pay higher interest rates than regular savings accounts, allowing your money to work for you even when you're not investing.
I used to keep my money in a regular bank savings account, earning almost nothing. Then, I switched to a high-yield savings account, and now my money earns interest automatically. The best part? It's completely risk-free. Unlike stocks or crypto, I never have to worry about losing my money. I use it as a place to store my emergency fund and short-term savings, and I still get a return on my cash. If you're just starting out with passive income, this is the easiest and safest way to begin.
Passive income isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about making smart financial moves today so your future self can enjoy the rewards. Whether it's real estate, stocks, business ownership, or something else, the best time to start is now. What's your next move? Let us know in the comments. YW checkmark, which passive income stream are you most excited to try? Push and hit the like button if you found this helpful. Bell subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more wealth building strategies. Your financial freedom starts with one decision. Take action today.